one of the games I feel a bit bad for not kind of knowing about beforehand that we turned up and had a look at was Teslagrad. I mean, it just caught my eye. Do you remember we were walking past? It just caught my eye straight away because it had that great look to it. That kind of, I suppose, I sort of liken it to Spelunky.
Yeah, sort of like high resolution 2D, like really nice animation and
really like sharp, lovely characters.
Yeah.
They look like they're hand drawn, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So straight away I saw that being played and I thought, oh, this is great. And then obviously Marte pulled us aside and sort of said, right, this is what it is. Straight away, like all the right words were being said. He said, like, oh, it's a Metroidvania style game. It's a what?
That says all you need to know.
Yeah, that's it. You're done now. You've sold it. Where do I put my money? You know, that kind of thing.
Where do I fling my money at?
Okay, I'm talking to Marte from Rain Games, and we're taking a look at Teslagrad. Now, to be honest with you, I didn't even know anything about it until I turned up, but the first thing that caught me was just the presentation and how lovely the game looked. And also the classic platforming kind of, as you described it perfectly, Metroidvania-esque kind of look about it. So can you just tell us a bit about the game in general?
Yeah, of course I can. So it's a 2D puzzle platformer. It's set in a fictional universe of our own creation, and it's basically all about using magnets to solve puzzles. So it's all physics-based, and it gets pretty challenging as you go along, and since it's a Metroidvania style game, you get new power-ups, you can find new places to go, like find secrets and all this kind of stuff. So there's 4 total power-ups in the game, and over 30 secrets to get. So there's quite a lot of gameplay there if you really want to like dig into it, like get a good game experience, yeah.
So there's like a lot of revisiting areas, nooks and crannies, and all sorts of hidden niceties, as it were. Yeah, I mean, that's what really struck me. I mean, the magnets is very good as well. Playing with magnets is always fun. And so, yeah, you got like the, is it like the 2 different hands? One's positive, one's negative, and you play with metal in a way.
It's sort of the glove is like the glove has a setting, right? So it's the same glove that either punches like red or blue, or positive or negative.
Oh, right.
And then when you go on, you get like the second power up you get is like these boots that you teleport a short distance, like adds a new layer to the platforming gameplay, makes it a little bit more fun, a little more like fast-paced. And then the third power-up is the suit. And like you saw in the gameplay trailer when you played it, is when you get this charge from the little crab things, the Volt Walkers, that gives you a temporary charge that lets you get affected by the magnets. But this suit actually lets you trigger this effect yourself. So you can essentially like sort of fly with this suit on, and you can trigger the positive and negative charge as you go along. So there's like a couple of elements where you have to like change polarities quickly, like to get through. And the last power up is a staff that lets you charge magnets at long range, and it also is the only ability in the game that you like destroy creatures. So when you first play the game, you're quite defenseless. You can't really fight back or anything. You have to use your ingenuity as it is to like get through the game. So it really is like sort of like a cerebral sort of experience. Like it's really brainy and have to like figure things out and like do cool busts and stuff like that. Yeah,
that's one thing I noticed. Yeah, I do like that kind of thing where it's I suppose you're helpless in a way. Like Abe's Odyssey, you kind of don't really want to get into fights and stuff like that. No, I really did like all that. Very interesting game. Like I say, it looks fantastic. It plays smooth. I love the platforming in it. It's very smooth, very classic gameplay. So, what can we expect this game? What platform can we expect to see this game on?
The game is coming out for the PC and also Mac and Linux support, and it's also going to be on the PlayStation 3 and the Wii U as well.
Thanks so much for having a chat with us, and look forward to Teslagrad by Rain Games. We approve. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
The actual gameplay was smooth as hell, wasn't it? Like, you know, not only did the character have a pretty cool, funky little walk animation to it, but it was all really smooth and like. I suppose smooth is the best word I could think of because
yeah,
like,
it just felt right. You didn't feel like there was any fault with the game's platforming. You know, like Little Big Planet.
Yeah, yeah, it's like it had physics in it, didn't it? It had like elements of physics, but
it was like the good kind of physics. It wasn't like random physics. It all felt really punchy and it just worked. You know, everything worked as it should. You know, everything bounced the right way and everything felt like it. It
was used well, wasn't it? Because there's parts where because it's all about magnets. If you didn't mention that. You have like left and right for negative and positive charge. opposites attract, and so the physics are used with that. So for instance, you can fling yourself up higher places by getting two magnets together and then suddenly making them both the same, like neutral colour magnetic force, and it'll fling you up and you'll get to higher areas. And that just wasn't, like you said, it wasn't overdone, was it? You weren't flinging and like ragdolling everywhere.
No, exactly. Felt like a proper platformer, like an old school platformer, like that could have been on the SNES or something. It had that really good quality of control and feel to it.
What's that whole Metroidvania thing, wasn't it? Yeah, it's all about coming back to areas, finding your power-ups, coming back, because then you have to kind of keep areas in the back of your mind all the time. So I'm definitely going to need something to get through that wall. Yeah, and then you find out what it is, how you can do it. So I just hope. Obviously, it's a demo build that we got so far, so it's like I'm hoping the game isn't going to be too short, because it's like I suppose like Cave Story was a good length. If I could sort of get into something that would be a good length. Yeah. If it was kind of like that kind of length, then it would be absolutely perfect.
Yeah. I mean, in this day and age, they can always add to it if it's short anyway, so they can always add more levels later on. And the game has been greenlit on Steam, so it's going to become a Steam game when it comes out. It's also going to release on Wii U and PlayStation 3 apparently, so that's
excellent
cool
stuff.
So when we started the game, it had like the basic magnet mechanics when you pick up the glove, and then later on you get this other ability, the boots, that let you sort of sip around. That was absolutely that really, at that point, that's when I thought this game felt absolutely fantastic. Like sipping from one platform that's just slightly out of your reach from a normal jump, you just jump, sip across, and then land onto it. And the way it worked was, so no matter whatever position you were in, when you zip across, you'll be in that exact same sort of like. So if you're mid jump, when you zip across, you'll be still in that mid jump. So you could just stand there and zip across something, and you'd still be standing on the other side, which was really useful.
So it's all about that momentum, which is what I was saying about it was that
another thing that makes a platformer a good platformer is momentum.
Momentum and the way the physics work, because that's kind of what I had in the back of my mind when I said the game had great smooth controls. I was thinking of the moments when you were doing the zipping around, and you had to sort of have a little bit of a run up before you could make this platform.
Exactly.
And then you had to kind of make sure you didn't jump too early. You had to swing around and get more momentum, and that's kind of what I had in my mind. Because you got mechanics where you're climbing on ledges, so you're kind of aiming for that corner,
that little edge,
and you got things like that. So there really isn't anything bad I can say about it. For me, it's my game of the show. It really was.
It was fantastic.
You had all these other AAA titles, you had everything, but that Teslagrad just really grabbed me. I just thought it was just absolutely perfect. Rain Games, Teslagrad, keep your eye out for it. It's supposed to be coming out later this year, isn't it?
And there's a demo on Steam Greenlight, so if you go out and look for that and give it a go.
Grab the demo.
It's fantastic. And one thing I also want to mention is when I was fighting against the boss, like this big mechanical thing, you had to like sling the boxes that were coming into its mouth. And the first two times you hit it was kind of cute actually. It sort of just like chomped on it and made this cute little noise. It was like yum 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 yum. So like nom nom. It was really cute, and it was just really strange to me how he eats the first two. Like that's nice. That one's, and then the second one, I like that one as well. And then when you sling the third one at him, it whacks him in the head, and you think, what happened there? It's just like yum 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 yum. It's just really strange. But
he starts nutting the wall.
He gets a bit mad about it. It's like, I liked the first two, but there was something in the third one.
That was like I said, my game of the show, absolutely.